Hey everyone, Craig Williams here, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about what I did with the bass line and some of the little tiny changes that I made, and also we're going to go in and make another little riser effect to help sort of push the track along and keep it driving along. So for my little acid line, I kept it pretty simple. It's really just made up of, if I move this over, and it's just pretty much made up of these three notes here. So we've got the G sharp or A flat, the F, and the one up here which is the A. So I've kept it pretty simple by just sort of spacing them out over a couple of octaves. Another way you can go about it is just to find like a scale and then just go along, and I find that kind of just putting the pattern in, keeping it really simple to start and then start to push the notes up and down throughout the scale is a good way to start, rather than just sort of going sporadically and just putting notes everywhere. Otherwise you could be sitting there for a long time. And another thing that I've done is, you can see here, these ones are muted, and I've put them down on this one, and here they are. You can hear they've got plenty of reverb on them now. So if I play the two together, so you got the reverb sound there, and then when you play it with this, it's sort of, I've tried to make it sort of a call and response. You got it there, and then when you add this little synth line in here, that just the rise. So as you can hear there, it's starting to all sort of come together. And then when you play it with everything, obviously. So there you go. Next up, what I'm going to do is put in a riser. Now I want this riser to go over the course of 16 bars, so it's going to be a really sort of a gradual rise through the whole thing, but it's really going to help sort of push each section along, which is what I want. So here we go, and let's just put in a note up the top here, and that will be 16 there rather. And cool. So there's our really high note there, and we'll just solo that out. And I'm going to make this in silent. First up, we want to initialize. What I'll do is I'll bring the volume down. That's really high there. First up, obviously we've initialized it, and we'll go along. We want sawtooth for the first, and sawtooth again. We want each of these to have two voices. Want to detune them slightly. Pull the stereo, so pull it in a little bit tighter, and we'll keep this one nice and wide. That's pretty much about it. We'll just pull the attack all the way down on that one. And for this one, we want to raise it up too. Next up, we'll might as well get the filter going a little bit. Cut off where it is, resonance where it is, and drive around to 5. And for this one, we'll just have the cutoff there, lots of resonance and keep the key tracking, but we'll put a bit of warm drive on there. So that sounds like it's still really high up there. Next up, we'll flip over to the other side. And on this one, we're going to go a white noise and just one voice, and we're going to bring the volume down. We're going to, I think that should be about it. So you can hear the white noise in there. And we'll put the filter on, and we'll keep all that as it is there. Next up, we'll go flip back to side A. Oh, it doesn't really matter at this point, A or B. Actually, my bad. We want to modify the envelope for this a little bit. So I'll bring this up to around 4, and that should be about it there. Cool. Next up, we want to go to the pitch. And this is where you're going to get the rising effect. If I bring up massive, there we go. So you can see here the ramp that goes up. That's effectively what this is going to be, but we're going to have it all the way up. So it would be like having this like that all the way up. So really long, if you guys can sort of understand what's going on there. And this is going to be for pitch A and B. We want to bring the amount to -10, and you can hear that starting to rise up there. And then we want to also going to get an LFO in this as well. So for now we'll just set the LFO, and then we'll come back and sort of tweak this amount. For this one, it's going to be pitch A and B again, and rate over to, I think it's about that, and then plenty of gain on there, and one nice. So if you have it as like a, one of these other waveforms, it gets a little bit rough. So you want this one smooth it out a little bit and take a little bit of tweaking, but we'll put it at around about 1 for now. And we'll head back to here, LFO 1 rate, and pull it down to about the 9 o'clock position. Next up, we want to go to envelope 2. So this one we've affected pitch. This one we're going to affect the cutoff. The cutoff A and B. You're going to go all the way around again, and this one's going to go pretty much all the way up as well. So you can see it, but you can't really hear it just yet. A little bit. So there you go. What we could do is just pull this down a little bit. It's kind of a bastard because you have to let it run out the whole way, and so you can see how it goes the whole way. Cool, that sounds pretty good there. So what we'll do is we'll say that riser and color code that one purple for effects. Cool. And next up, I think we're going to maybe add another rising sort of synth sound. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to head over to my Facebook page and give it a like, and also my SoundCloud. And I'm also on Twitter as well. So just all the links are in the description. And if you could take a little bit of time to do that, that would be really good. Until next time, see you later.